Well, mesothelioma is a malignant tumor of the lining membrane that surrounds the lung and the inside of the chest wall, as we've mentioned, called the pleura. So it's called malignant mesothelioma of the pleura. We do have a slide on the screen now, which I'm pointing to, which shows that it develops as an irregular, lumpy thickening of this lining membrane all the way around the inside of the chest cavity. And eventually deposits of tumor occur on the surface of the lung as well. And if there is fluid there, which we call pleural effusion, then parts of the effusion in the form of proteins can become deposited on the surface of the lung as what we call a fibrinous exudate, or a rind develops on the surface of the lung, which in addition to these deposits of tumor further restricts the movement of the lung. So what happens as this tumor grows and extends, it actually constricts the lung and considerably narrows the pleural cavity, the chest cavity on that side. Becomes very constricted. And I think we'll have a CT scan which shows that in a few minutes. This is a thoracoscopic view of mesothelioma that we're seeing on the screen at present. So in the foreground here, we're seeing this diffuse lumpy tumor here. And in the distance here, we can see the collapsed lung. And on its surface is some whitish material, which looks quite different from the tumor. And this is simply this restrictive fibrinous exudate on the visceral pleura covering the surface of the lung. That also restricts the movement of the lung. So when we come on to talk about other forms of surgery, we'll be talking about an operation that's called pleurectomy decortication. Pleurectomy, we will be talking about pleurectomy decortication, and that is an operation which removes the parietal pleura, but also decorticates or removes the surface covering of the lung, which may be either tumor or a mixture of tumor and this fibrinous exudate, in order to get the lung fully re-expanded again. So I think it really is important to emphasize that, because it grows in a sheet-like fashion, and I think you can appreciate even that to some extent from this photograph, rather than a single lump. And because of that, it's much more difficult to remove surgically than tumors in other parts of the